Hey guys. So let's see. I think it's live. It's telling me it's setting it up. It's probably live. There we go. And we're on. So happy Memorial Day weekend. I just wanted to come on for maybe about 15, 20 minutes today. It's going to be a short one. My allergies are really intense. I have a million things that I want to do, and I cannot decide what I want to do, but I know that I want to enjoy the day a little bit. So, but I also had this pulling to come on just in case a couple of you guys out there have any burning questions that I can help answer. And I did also want to talk a little bit about infinite possibilities and how they're all existing all at once. And we are constantly it's not even a second. It's, even within the span of time that I just said this sentence, we just flowed through who knows how many realities. And it's whatever you are consistently believing that is going to hold that illusion. It's really just an illusion of a fixed reality, like a solid, that everything. Hey, sorry, you actually inspired part of this today too, because I wanted to talk about the post this morning. So I hope you're good. So I just wanted to talk about a quick experience that I had. Just maybe I'll talk about a few of them, of some experiences of when I first started really understanding this, how not necessarily with my analytical mind either. That's part of the thing. It's like understandable. Our egos always want to understand something, and we want to use logic. And so we analyze things to try to figure it out. And we think, especially with manifesting, if we could just figure this out, then we can, we'll be able to obviously change our life, which is a valid point. And it's partly what I did. It's what I did in my life. But when I chose to surrender to this, it's not that I wanted to analyze things. I wanted to surrender to it. I wanted to trust in my heart and trust in my higher self, trust in my, become confident, become the best version of myself, and to trust in God. And whether you want to call God or universe or whatever label you put on it, that's, you do you. But the point is, there's a level of trust that I see is missing. And this isn't something that you want to be constantly thinking of wanting fast, because although manifestation can be fast and it can be instant, when you need it to be fast, you are putting out a definite energy of, I don't have it and I need it. And that energy of, I don't have it. Where is it? Why don't I see it? This isn't working. Nothing I'm doing is working. It's not here. That is what you're manifesting. That's just the experience that you're having is that. It's what it's literally what you are constantly observing. But what you're observing is already your past. You're observing now what your previous thoughts and beliefs were yesterday, the day before, the day before, the day before. And now you're experiencing these things that look very solid and real, but they are already solidified. So you're always trying to change this, but you can't change this ever. You can't change what's already solidified. And you're not the one creating, even though, you think of yourself as, I'm a powerful creator, this and that. Technically speaking, no. Your personality and your ego, you're the vehicle. You're the vehicle, and you're a channel. And I'm going to use God, obviously, because God is what's near and dear to my heart through Christ. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to believe the way I do to manifest. But for me, manifestation is that you become a clear channel by becoming, for me, from my perspective, just pure love, just pure trust. And you become this clear, beautiful channel that allows all of God's will to basically work through you, and whatever becomes solidified in reality, which is what you are, you feel a magnetizing pull towards. All of that stuff is already created, but you have to allow God to put all of the cooperative components together, which are those bridges from when you realize that you want something to the self-realization of it. And a lot of times when it comes to relationships in particular, whether it's a romantic relationship or a relation, and I have to get back to infinite realities because I'm already going off topic. When it's a romantic relationship or a relationship with parents, friends, family, whomever, boss, whatever, when you really trust that what you're desiring, and in most cases, most people desire some form of love and harmony, understanding, validation, an experience that proves to you, that shows you that you are worthy, that you're good enough. We all have these wounds in us that, happened, unfortunately, in most cases when we were kids. And we've carried it along from relationship to relationship to relationship, constantly constantly basically recreating experiences to prove to ourselves that we're not worthy. But we are all so incredibly beautiful, magnificent, and worthy already. And it's all just a lie. And I could go on so many different topics here, but really quick. So infinite possibilities, and I'll take a few questions. And when I take questions today, I am going to be ready. I'm not going to, if this is just a matter that you are just believing your old story, then it's just going to be very point blank. You're believing your old story, which is the only reason why you keep experiencing your old story over and over and over and over again. Okay. Anyway, so infinite possibilities. So I had a video up once. So I'm going to just put this in a nutshell. I had a video up once this was my first experience of really understanding how time and space is truly an illusion. I was at a conference that was probably like 45 minutes away from my retail store. And at this point, my retail store was probably, I'm guessing, a couple of years old. I was in the middle of the recession. No one was coming into the store at all. It was very scary. I could have made maybe $17 in a month or maybe $100 in an entire month. So anyway, I went to this conference. The topic was manifesting. It may have been more focused on law of attraction back then. It doesn't matter. But the person who was speaking was explaining to the person in the hot seat, so to speak, how they were basically just experiencing what their beliefs were. And anyway, without going, I don't want this part to be too long. I went outside in the parking lot during a break. And so I'm like 45 minutes away from my retail business. Nobody had been coming into my retail business at all. I had a friend watching it for me. I decided in that moment that I was going to close my eyes, and I'm physically in the parking lot, but I am aware that although I'm physically in the parking lot, that this is all kind of illusion, although it's real, reality is real, but this solid experience is the illusion, that we're all energy, which is really just trillions and trillions of atoms. All of us, we're just all trillions and trillions of atoms, and atoms are always in multiple positions all at once, which means that I'm not only here, I'm also there and there and there and there and there. And that this whole illusion of separation in this physical reality is just what our constant awareness is on. So anyway, I focused on being physically back at my store. And I just imagined, as I was standing there in the parking lot, that I was in the store, and I felt myself in the store, and I kept my eyes closed, and I imagined everything on the shelves in the store. And then I took myself even further back. I imagined myself when I was actually picking out all of the products from my vendors' catalogs and websites, and how I would always get this incredibly strong feeling of, oh my God, everybody's going to love these. These are going to sell like crazy. These are going to sell out, blah, 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 blah. So I imagined myself in front of the shelves, looking at all of the products. And I imagined all of the love that I had and the appreciation that I had for all of these products. And I just imagined, people really loving them, and went back in, finished the conference, got in my car, driving back now to the store. I check in with my friend, and she's just like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. I'm like, what? And she said, about, whatever it was, like a half hour ago. So this would have been the time exactly when I was in the parking lot. And she said, out of nowhere, I've never seen anything like this. People just came in and were buying things off the shelf. And And I was just like, that was like one of my first really clear lessons in parallel realities, how you can just shift yourself into a new reality instantly. And it's not that, here's the thing, having that knowledge shouldn't create more resistance of you saying, well, but I'm always focusing on this, but nothing's changing, because it's that I wasn't like, when I did it, I just knew that it was working. I knew that by doing this, this was working. And that's kind of where I left it. If I had called her and she'd said nothing changed, I wouldn't have been upset about it. I wouldn't have freaked out about it. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay. I hope that makes sense. And then one other thing I wanted to, because I see a lot of people are coming on, so I'll just get to some questions. One other experience I wanted to talk about was now years later, now when I'm in this would have been the best version of my retail store. This would have been the last version of the retail store that I had that was very successful. The pandemic definitely, I fell for a lot of that stuff with the pandemic, but it was all also just a bridge events to this here and now, which is awesome and amazing. So I remember being in the middle of the store and having a moment of frustration because I had to make a really large amount of money in a very short amount of time. And I probably, who knows what my train of thought was exactly, but I decided just to be in the moment, take a few deep breaths in. I looked out at the water. I was literally in front of my retail business had this beautiful water view in the back. So I looked out at the water and I closed my eyes and I took a few deep breaths in. And my employee at the time, I was very open with him about manifestation. I tried to teach him too. And I basically just focused on shifting my reality and understanding that this is just one choice right now. And I am going to select the version of reality that I want right now. And I literally I felt the shift, and I felt and heard myself with customers that just like very quick, like the moments when I would like say ring up somebody for a $5,000 or $10,000 sale, I literally just put myself in the feeling place as if it was happening literally in this moment. And I felt myself just say something, like hear them say something like, oh my God, you're so awesome. I love this. I can't wait to get my furniture. And that me just saying, yeah, something like, oh my God, thank you so much. This is great. And giving them a hug or whatever the case was. And I just had the very quick, like 1-2 seconds, imagining a whole bunch of people in the store. And like suddenly the energy was like up and music was on and people were having fun. And then I imagined myself very fast, like this were very quick visualizations. I imagined myself at the end of the day batching out. And I imagined this feeling of relief come over me of having like a $10,000 day or whatever it was. And then I quickly imagined myself walking outside, feeling the air on my face, feeling all the sensations, smelling the fresh air, smelling the water, walking to my car, getting in my car. Like I went through all of these sensations, and I imagined myself walking in my house. And then I imagined myself at the moment in the evening, just being on the sofa and watching TV and feeling this feeling of, oh yeah, it feels so good. It feels so good to feel so secure. That's what I did. And all of that probably took all of 2 to 5 minutes. And within an hour or two, the store was packed full of people. Music was on. Everybody was having fun. My employee was like, damn, like you are so good at this. We were laughing. We would dance when people weren't in the store. So we'd have these waves of people coming in and we'd put the music up. We'd dance. We'd have fun, not worry about anything. And then they would leave. And then I got all these, I got like everything just shifted and changed. And take it easy on yourself if things don't shift and change immediately. That's the whole point. If you can just learn how to trust that this is all real and that you are already manifesting, your entire reality is you. Your reality is you. Your physical reality is just what your beliefs are personified in front of you. That's it. People are going to mirror back to you what you believe about them, what you believe about that kind of relationship, what you believe about love, all that stuff. And your experiences when it comes to money or anything is going to come down to whether you feel that is money hard. Am I worthy of having money? Is money evil? Am I able to feel secure and safe and abundant? And the answer is money is not evil. People may be evil, and maybe people do evil things when they have money, but that all comes down to intention, and that's not you, right? So money is good. Money is safe. It's healthy for you to have safety and security. It's healthy for you to have money. It's good for you. It's good for the people around you. It's good for any causes that you believe in. You know, you want to see that you don't want to try to, like, everything for me should be very authentic. Like, I'm not going to try to be good to put out a signal to God that, oh, if I try to be good and if I act good, then you're going to reward me. No, I am pure. I am goodness. I am pure love. And I know anything and everything that I want in my life and in my experience, I only want because God wants that for me. And I trust in that. And I'm going to be that beautiful, divine, clear, pure channel so God can work through me. Okay. So anyway, a little bit of what I want to start the day with here. So I'm going to go back and say hi to everybody. So Sari, I already said hi to you. Hey, Jasmine Love. I like to do a probability test when I can't decide. Write it down, pick one, do it. Hey, whatever. If that works, I love it. I haven't seen you in a while, Jasmine. It's good to see you. G, hey, Kim. Hey, G. Jasmine, and happy day. Hi, happy day. Angela, the artist. I just found you less than a week ago. Thank you for all that you share and affirm with us. You're welcome, Angela. Gee, so happy you're here. I'm happy you're here too. Red Viking Princess. Yes, just surrendered to God yesterday. He showed me that I was my own resistance. Yep, that is true. Brandy, hello, Kim. Hello, Brandy. Empress, oh my God, I caught a live. Hi, with a heart. Hi, back to you with a heart. Soph, hey, Soph, how are you? Can't wait to see you in a couple days during our session. Nico, Owl Studio. Hey. Anybody have any questions on here? Let's see. Okay, so Noor. Kim, I've been binging your videos when I'm spiraling and they are so soothing. Thank you. You're welcome. Please make a video on how we are not separate from our person. That concept helped me a lot. Okay, I will. LC gave me a big heart. Hey, LC, heart back to you. Nico, love you, Kim. I am in need of your positive energy lately. Well, you have it. So, and you have it, you have your own positive energy. So just tap into that through your heart every morning when you wake up. When you first wake up in the morning, as soon as you begin to become aware of thought, remember that you are that awareness, right? And tap into God. And I basically pretty much spend the entire day affirming for the things that I want. But I start in the morning. I set my mind as soon as I wake up with gratitude and appreciation for everything, for God, for all the love that I have, for being the best version of me, how every day I become more and more powerful, more and more pure love. And then I go into, what are all the ways and the qualities about me as a person that make me so lovable and so worthy and good enough to have everything that I want. And then from that point on, I filled myself up. I filled myself up with all of this love, which is power. And then from there, I will bring in all of the, the different people in my reality who I love, who I want harmony with, and I'll have different affirmations specific to them. And then from there, I wake up and, get in the shower. Well, I come out and I have my dogs and stuff. I do my thing here. Sometimes I jump on and I start answering some questions, or I might start planning a video. When I jump in the shower, I'm affirming again. I'm listening to music and, and so I'll spend hours and hours, my first part of the day, just really focused on getting my head straight and my mind straight. And if any limiting beliefs are in my mind, I let them purge out. I just let them get flushed right out and I don't worry about them. And it's constantly just, if you do have any kind of limiting beliefs, it's just erase, replace, erase, replace, erase, replace. None of it matters. None of it matters. And it doesn't control you. You are not your emotions. Your emotions are just a feeling sensation, which is, it's a manifestation of your thoughts and your beliefs in the moment. So if you're feeling stressed out or if you're spiraling, who said they were spiraling? Noor. Am I pronouncing your name right? Or is it Nour? I don't know. Tell me if I'm pronouncing it right. But when you're spiraling, just keep in mind that you are not your emotions, right? That your physical being is, your body is, and your temple. So don't treat it right, but it is the vehicle. And all of the physical sensations that you're feeling aren't actually you. You are light. You are much more expansive and limitless than our diminished down, like our little beautiful bodies and our egos are not who we truly are. They're just the vehicle that we're going through life in. So just remind yourself of that. If you start to spiral down, if you start to feel sad, you can literally just go, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Right now, I must be believing in part of an old story, because who I am is pure love, and pure love is, the feeling of pure love is empowering, and it's expansive, and it's open, and it's free, and it's a beautiful feeling. So if I'm feeling anything other than that, I must be believing in or falling for some sort of a lie. And, and so anyway. Okay, so let's see. Empress, I have a question about staying in the end when you're surrounded by negative circumstances, housing and financing, just a mess. So constantly remind yourself that the negative circumstances are literally just circumstances. They don't matter. They're shifting and changing every moment to moment to moment, as you shift and change every moment to moment to moment. Keep reminding yourself, these will shift and change when I shift and change, and I can shift and change. And every moment I'm shifting and changing more and more, because every moment I trust God more and more and more. And I know that God loves me, and God is providing for me, and God is keeping me secure at all times. I trust and I believe in myself. I trust and I believe in, I'm confident in my ability to create, which again, you're not technically creating, you're selecting, but just trust that whatever happened in your reality that's causing these negative circumstances do not matter. God is always going ahead of you and always handling everything for you. This mess could be a bridge to everything you've been wanting. What's on the other side of this mess can be your heaven on earth. Okay, I experienced that. I was in a very bad mess, so to speak, but I knew as I was going through the mess, I was like, oh, this friggin' sucks. This hurts. This is scary. I was being put through, truly being put through the fire. And I trusted and I trusted and I trusted and I surrendered and I detached. And I constantly kept affirming the same thing over and over and over again, which I don't remember exactly what it was in this moment, but I knew that this was all just temporary, that this is literally a bridge. This is just a bridge to what I truly want, what I've been wanting, what I've been affirming for. And it was. But had I fallen for the 3D illusion of the mess and given up, then it would have been sad, because I wouldn't even be here right now. So, Empress, your mess could be the best thing that is happening to you. If you have been affirming for something in particular and it's good and it's what you've always wanted, and then this mess happened, good. I'm happy for you, because this mess is just a bridge. If you can just persist and trust through it and don't let it get to you, deal with the stuff that you have to in your 3D reality mechanically, like go through the mechanics of it, but don't take it too seriously. You have to take problems off of the pedestal and diminish the importance of them, and take all of the things that you love in your life, and those things put way up on a pedestal. Those things, make them expand. I'm talking about little things to big things. I'm talking about, I used to do this thing where I would just focus, and I do it still. Now I do it automatically, but I would just literally focus on, Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love how this bed, like when I wake up, I love how the bed feels. I love how, my pillowcase feels against my face. I love how my comforter feels against my skin. I love the sound of the birds in the morning. I love the taste of my coffee. I love the feeling of the shower on me. Like when I'm just like, hot shower, it feels so good. I love the sound of music. I love dancing. I love my babies, my dogs. I don't have babies. Those are my babies. And then if I go out, oh, I love how this looks. I love how that looks. I love this person's smile. I love whatever, like literally. So take your problems off of the pedestal and know that they're just temporary. Go through the motions, of the 3D reality. Do what you have to do. Do not neglect the things that you have to handle, right? But just know, like, I'm just going to just trust. I know that God is handling this. I know everything is just temporary. And what I want is literally on the other side of this. So I'm just going to let this persist through. And if you can get excited about it, even better. That's what I used to do. And then just keep all of the things that you love present in your mind. Keep the love, keep the adoration, keep the appreciation, the gratitude of anything and everything that you have in your life, which you have a lot. You all have a lot. Keep all of that in the forefront of your mind and let that expand. Let that appreciation and that gratitude and that love keep expanding in your life. You will become limitless if you can just trust in this and do this. Trust me. Trust me. That's freedom. That is true freedom, not being chained by your fears, worries, and doubts anymore. That is freedom. That's power. Okay? Don't allow your fears to put yourself in a prison of yourself. Don't allow your fears, worries, and doubts to hold you down and hold you back from having everything that you deserve, from having the love that you deserve in your life. Don't allow your fears, worries, and doubts to stop you. Don't allow your old wounds to stop you. You deserve everything that you can possibly desire and want in your life. That's what God wants for you. Okay? Hope that helped, Empress. Got me all like worked up. I almost feel a hot flash coming on. I do have a hot flash coming on. As it turns out, I don't know if it's actually, I have an interesting, I am currently manifesting something with my thyroid that may potentially be the healing that I've been praying for. More to come. We'll see in the next few days if I can get an appointment, which, why did I just say that? Of course I've got an appointment. I am affirming that I got an appointment fast. Boom. So anyway, yeah, we'll see what's going on, but something interesting just came up with my thyroid. So we'll see. So Nico, true. Don't be codependent with the universe. That's funny. That's very good. Hocus pocus focus. Hey, hocus pocus. Hello, Kim, and have a good day, everyone. Oh, you're so cute. Hocus pocus focus. Everybody say hi. So, hey, Kim, I'm great. Can't wait to catch up. Lots to share. Ooh, I am excited. Yes, I am doing very well. So thank you. I can't wait for our session now. Now you're going to have me looking forward to it for the next few days. I don't even know what day we're meeting, but it's in my calendar. So don't worry. So G, been feeling very chill about SP thing is what helps. Okay, thing is what helps me a lot is when I feel down and sad, I just remember I am in Barbados. It works like magic. Awesome. Good for you. I'm glad that you found something that works. That's great. Truth be told. Hi, Kim. Hey, Truth. Have you ever heard of having spiritual warfare during SP manifestation? I think what you mean is, if you mean spiritual warfare, how I interpret that, and yes, of course I went through this, is the warfare that you go through between what you deserve and the lie that, the illusions of the lie of what your ego is telling you, of trying to, give you a bunch of limiting beliefs. Yeah, I've been through that, but I never, ever personally, I never questioned even for 1 second if my other half felt for me, or like a lot of the things that I see that you guys go through. I may have gone through some of those similar things with exes in my past, but with my other half, that wasn't at all the case for me. So, but if you mean with spiritual warfare, what I said, yes, I have been through it. It's just the wrestling match. I like to call it the wrestling match. It's when you really, you're desiring something and you learn about manifesting, you're learning how to manifest, and then you are getting bombarded with all of your fears, worries, and doubts, and it feels so real. And then like you have all these bad experiences in your 3D and it feels so real, and you just, you get sucked in, and now you're adhered back into trusting what just happened in the reality, understandably, because you've been programmed and conditioned to believe your five senses, but that's not the real. That is reality. Yes, but reality isn't what we have grown up to believe reality is. Reality is just a three-dimensional, immersive, interactive mirror of you. That's what it is. Okay. So anyway, truth, I hope that helped. If you have another question, just ask. Yes, it's Noor. It means light in Arabic. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice. Observer 44. Woot. Woot, back to you, Observer. Empress, yeah, this is terrible, but super helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. You're going to be, Empress, you're going to be fine. Just stop. Do me a favor. And I know it's tempting, but stop going. And it's a paradoxical thing, right? It's like you want to get your problem out so you can get an answer. But you've got an answer now. Just go within. Please don't continue to affirm for and script for and write the story of the circumstances under any more videos. Just make a decision right now, make a deal with me right now. You're not going to do that anymore. And instead, you're just going to go into what is it that you want? Get super clear about that. Stay there. Trust. Know that everything is literally already handled for you. The end that you want, remember, guys, everything is already existing. There are infinite possibilities and infinite realities already existing all at once. And we're constantly shifting timelines. We're constantly shifting timelines. So even if it feels like you're super deep in a problem, you literally can just shift yourself out of that and into the timeline of what it is that you want. It doesn't mean that your 3D is going to show you that just yet. Don't worry about that part, but just stay in your trust. Keep staying in your trust. Keep staying in your trust. Detach, trust. It's a constant thing. Okay. But you have to do that, and you have to get your mindset from the moment you wake up in the morning. Okay. So stop worrying about your 3D, Empress. Okay. You're going to be okay. Trust me, you're going to be okay. I have been through so many things. You are going to be okay. I've learned it over and over again. But you need to stay in faith. You need to stay in trust. Okay. So please make a deal with me. You're not going to worry about it anymore. I mean, I know you're going to worry about it because you're human, but try to get yourself dominantly in trust instead. Get yourself focused on what it is that you want. Focus and keep your focus on the end. Okay. I got you. You're good. Angela, the artist, love when you say that. That feels good. Well, I've said a lot, so I'm not sure, but whatever it was, I'm glad that it felt good, and I'm glad that you love it. Gee, what happens when we've been on our manifestation and somehow we feel like so down or sad for no reason? It's usually, okay, like it comes out of nowhere. Also, what do you think about dreams about SP? Dreams are great, especially if they're good dreams. Bad dreams don't matter. It's just like anything. It's just like treat dreams the same way you treat thoughts, the same way you treat experiences in your 3D reality. If it's good, capitalize on them, milk it, enjoy it, like really dwell in it and linger in it. And then even allow that to become something that inspires you to keep going more and more, deeper and deeper into the new story of what it is that you want. And if you're having a bad dream, who cares? Doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Okay. But having down feelings out of nowhere may or may not actually have anything to do with what you are perceiving as being, a manifestation that you're trying to get, because you already have your manifestation, because your manifestation already exists. It's just one of multiple infinite possibilities for you. You could be spiraling because you have a limiting belief somewhere, or you may also just be like having some sort of a hormonal thing, or, could be something related to something that you ate or drank, and it's just messing with you chemically. That happens too. So, if you feel sad out of nowhere, I would really quickly, I kind of just check myself a little bit. I'm like, okay, what am I believing about, and I'll think about all the things that I'm, currently, okay, so what am I believing about this subject? What am I believing about that subject? What am I, and then if I become aware of a limiting thought or a fear, I'll address it. And how do I address it? I will just either say a number of different affirmations that I have like ready to go, or I'll go in and do some deep breathing, or I'll listen to a meditation, usually one of my own, obviously, or I might do I have some, things that I do physically too, in combination with deep breathing, that really helps disrupt that trauma feeling in my body. Also, by the way, guys, there are a couple of videos that I recently watched that were really wonderful by a YouTuber. Let me see if I can get her name really quick. It's Suki something, and the videos are a couple years old, but let me just see something. Give me 1 second, because this is really helpful. Vagal nerve reset video. Hold on, because I think this could help some of you guys. Okay. Vagus nerve reset. Of course it's not. Here we go. Okay. So Suki Baxter, she has a video, vagus nerve reset to release trauma stored in your body, polyvagal exercises. She has a few. The other day I did one that was basically, see if I can get this set up. I hope I don't disconnect you guys. Okay, good. Oh God, I'm afraid now. Guys, if I disconnect you, I'll be right back on, but oh no, hold on. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Go to her YouTube channel. There is literally this exercise that you set your vagus nerve, reset your vagus nerve by just rubbing different points in your ears. I think it took like 15 minutes. I was amazed at the end of it. It was just crazy. And she has another exercise that you do, that you just basically lay down and you support your head with your hands and you turn your eyes to the left and you hold it there. And then something will happen. Usually you'll end up taking a very deep breath or a sigh or a yawn. And then you do it to the other end, same thing. And it's like you're resetting your nervous system, and it's very effective. It's helpful to release trauma that we store in our bodies. So I would check that out. Okay. That is Susie Baxter. And I think her channel is called Whole Body Revolution. Check those out. Okay. So try that, try those things. And then also try some of the vagus nerve reset videos that I mentioned. It has nothing to do with manifestation. It's literally just what I said. Okay. Loop and Mix. Hi, Kim. After going through long survival period, how would you bring the mind and body on board to accept the new spending habit, especially when you want to upgrade your life or treat yourself? Thanks. Sorry about that. You just got bounced. Okay. The duration of time for the survival period is irrelevant. You literally can shift yourself immediately. You can heal yourself immediately. To accept the new spending habit, especially when you want to upgrade your life or treat yourself. Just start to treat yourself, trusting and knowing that money circulates in and out of your life. You get more money in than leaves. I think I have a video. I think I made a video once on some money affirmations. If so, I'll put it down below. But you just really want to create the belief in you that you are more than good enough to have harmony and balance in your finances in your life, that you are always safe and secure, that you're always provided for, that money continues to flow into your life. Every time you spend money, this is a big one. This was a big one for me. Every time you spend money, whether it's $1, whether it's $5, $1,000, $20, paying the electricity bill, buying groceries, paying for, I don't know, any number of things, always catch yourself. If you feel a feeling of restriction or like that you're tightening up or you're tensing up, stop yourself in the moment and say, thank you, money. Thank you, money. Thank you, money. You can say, thank you, God, for providing for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But always give thanks as you're spending the money, knowing that as you do that, more and more money will keep coming in and flowing in. Okay. Again, the big, I'm good enough to have security. I'm good enough to have abundance. I'm more than worthy enough to have abundance in my life. The good enough, the worthy, and that money is easy. Money is literally all around you. Money is always all around us, right? Why is it that some people money flows very easily into their lives? Why? Why do you think it is? They don't have a bad self-concept with money, right? I had a lot of like ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. It was partly because of how I was raised. My dad was a doctor, but he also was not good with money. And he, I won't go into personal things because obviously I respect my mom, and, I'm sure there are some things she probably wouldn't want me to put in a video, but I can just say that, thank God for my mom, because she instilled a lot of my self-worth and value in me. And, observing my dad and some of the limiting beliefs that he even instilled in me about myself, really, I mean, I don't even know what would have happened to me. But anyway, I don't even know I went on that tangent. Point is, you are more than worthy. You're more than good enough to have all of the money and all the abundance that you want. And you just have to keep focusing on that security, and that you are secure. You're always safe. You're secure. You're always safe. You keep getting more and more money. It feels so good to keep getting more and more money. Every day, I love it. I keep getting more and more money. Every day, I love that I keep becoming more and more aware of how powerful I am. Every day, I see my life shifting and changing in my favor. Every day, I see God's favor in my life. Every day, I love that I see more and more abundance in my life. Every day, I feel like I can have anything that I desire, anything that I want. Those kinds of affirmations. Okay. And you can say those all day. I love feeling so secure. I love that I can buy anything. Go out to one of your favorite stores and walk around, and everything that you look at, just say, oh man, this is awesome. I can afford that. I can afford that. I love that I can afford that. I love that I can afford that. It's funny. When I was really at the height of things with my retail business, and so this would have been the first time in my life that I was experiencing the taste of having a lot of money, I didn't want to spend it. I didn't feel the need to spend it. I didn't feel like I could. If I needed to get something, it didn't matter really how much it was. I would just get it, whatever. But it's like I felt less of a need to spend it. That's what was so interesting about it for me personally. Okay, so loop and mix, I hope that helps, okay? Mwah. Nico Owl Studio, love that. I'm a cat dog mom myself. Yeah, I love my dogs. Red Viking Princess, Kim, you're so right. I love that. The most powerful affirmation. Good. Gee, wanted to see Neville in my dream. I ended up seeing SP. It's so funny. Mr. LA Tours. Hi, Kim. This is Tom from Los Angeles. I do need help with belief. Okay. What do you need help with? And hi, by the way, the General Rock. Hey, Kim, here. It's a lovely summer evening here. Nice. Still trying to figure out which coaching package is suitable for me. Start maybe with the 349, no, 395 or I don't know. It's 395 or 349. It's 1 hour and then 2 30-minute follow-ups. So it's 3 weeks. That's usually a good one. And then from there, we can move to if you want to continue weekly, there's a 5-session package for $95 each. Guys, if you're just coming on, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps my channel immensely. You have no idea. It really helps the channel grow. I really appreciate it. And like the General Rock was just saying, I do offer a lot of awesome, amazing coaching packages that makes coaching affordable. Okay. Brandy wrote, I hope all of you get your manifestations. Yay. We all hope you do too, Brandy. Kava. Hello, Mama Kim. Hello, Kava. How are you? So cute. Let's see. All right. So let's see, going back up. Gee, sorry, I don't really punctuate. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You're good. Gee, don't worry about it. Mr. LA Tours, Kim, how do I continue to believe my internal truth when the outside doesn't manifest that yet? This is what the word persisting actually literally means. When you are literally in it and you're not seeing what you want yet, you have to be so disciplined and so focused on staying aware and on top of yourself, being very mindful and laser focused on your end, just laser focused on your end. Just keep going back over and over and over again. And when things start to come up in your 3D and you start to face different circumstances, dig your heels in and don't worry about it. Don't get sucked back into the illusion of fear, worry, doubt. Don't get sucked back into the illusion of some sort of old story that literally is just coming up so it can leave, because you have become a more powerful, more loving version of yourself. And once you've accepted that, you'll still get parts, bits and pieces potentially of the old story coming up. That's when a lot of people, this is the point where people get tripped up, because they're like, then they get sucked right back in. It's almost like they forget everything. They forget every single thing about their end. That's where you want to just be aware and be strong. This is where I do believe that some of the YouTube videos that say that manifesting is so simple is a disservice, because it's okay if you know, okay, this might be a little challenging, because I know that I'm going to be prepared for it. I know that I'm strong enough to get through this. That is, I think, a better way to teach you than to make you think that, oh yeah, sure. Yeah. You're going to get this instantly, 5 minutes overnight. You're going to wake up and everything is going to be different. You're going to wake up and actually you're not even going to be in your house. You're going to be in this new house, and you're going to have $10 million in the bank, and your SP is going to be on bended knee in front of you. Or maybe they came in on a white horse and they're going to be right there in front of you on bended knee. And like everything is just going to change just like that. That is such a disservice to you. I'm sorry. It just is. And I'm not meaning to put limiting beliefs in you, but obviously a lot of people are having a challenge with staying in faith and trust. And I think a lot of it is because they're being told on one end, you should be able to get this super fast. You should have this in 5 minutes. You should have this overnight, or you're doing something wrong. And then it puts us on this, not us, because I don't subscribe to that, but it puts you guys on this hamster wheel, which is very sad and frustrating, because you guys probably have shifted in and out of the timeline of your end so many times that if you just stopped falling for the illusion and just stayed in the timeline of your end, it would have all been behind you. But this whole YouTube thing, it really is a disservice. Okay, so I realize that everything I experience is movement in the right direction. Yes, it is. That's good. So literally everything is a positive thing. Yes, that's right. Even when it appears to go against you, it is working for you. That is it in a nutshell. Very good. So now I'm just chilling because there's nothing to worry about. Amen. And keep doing your inner work, though. Just keep doing your inner work. Okay. Heart and big heart back to you. So Empress, deal. Awesome. Good deal. Mr. LA Tours, I have my answer. Thank you again, Tom. You're welcome, Tom. G wrote back to Brandy. You too. That's great. Kava. A few days ago, my bestie had a really disturbing dream about my person. Who cares? I'm not even going to read the rest of it. Ignore it. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Nope. I'm not even going to read the rest of it. It's all old story. Lots of love to you, Kava, but I'm not reading your old story because it doesn't serve you for me to read it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Your community posts lately have been such good reminders, Mama Kim. Good. I love you. Good. Keep going. Just keep going with your old story. Don't worry about anything, about any dreams. Don't worry about anything that anyone's saying to you. Don't worry about it. Again, anything that you don't like, take it off the pedestal. Anything that you do like, and I'm talking about the littlest things, the sunlight, the birds in the air, the feeling of the smell of the fresh air, the shower in the morning, the music, dancing, your dogs, your cats, your pets, the taste of your first sip of coffee in the morning. That's always so good. Those are the things like, oh, I love this. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is so wonderful. My life is so wonderful. Like literally enjoy every single thing that is in your reality that you're experiencing, and keep capitalizing on that and expand, 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 expand. That's how you become limitless. Just continue to keep yourself and your mind focused on everything that you deserve, that you're worthy, that you're good enough. Okay. All right, Todd, these live videos are so helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. Nico Owl Studio found it. Okay, good. Not sure. Catch you later. Okay. Catch you later. You're probably already gone. All right. Relaunching life after 50. Susie Baxter is awesome. Yeah, she really is. So anyone who's just coming on, please give the video a thumbs up because it helps my channel grow. And in case you didn't hear what I just said, in terms of really good just physical exercises that you could do, very simple. Susie Baxter has a YouTube channel on vagus nerve resetting. Very, very, very effective, very good, really surprising how good it is. I would highly recommend doing some of her vagus nerve reset exercises. Very effective and surprising. Again, a few days ago, I did one that literally you just rubbing little points of your ear and stretching your ears in different ways. And then like after 15 minutes, I was like, oh my God, this feeling of anxiety was just gone completely. It was amazing. Sometimes if you have a feeling of anxiety or if you have trauma stored up in your body and you have this ongoing, lingering kind of underlying feeling of anxiousness, that feeling that just needs to be released. It just needs to be disrupted and released out of your body. But having that feeling linger can keep you in a state of worrying because you're like, oh, I feel anxious. I feel nervous. I'm also big, as some of you guys know, your body is your temple. Eat right, drink right. Don't have a lot of crap. Don't eat a lot of processed food, a lot of sugars and caffeines that will put you in a place of feeling anxious and like, those high sugar highs and then crashes. Those can sometimes really throw people off of their game because they make an assumption that they feel so distraught and so sad and so nervous and low and depressed. And they feel these feelings and they are attaching these feelings, which are just chemical from sugar or whatever, and they're attaching it to their circumstance with their other half. And then it's causing a whole slew of limiting beliefs that didn't even have to happen. It was literally just the chemical of, the reaction to the sugar or caffeine or whatever. I had a couple squares of dark chocolate a few days ago. I don't know what day it was now. And it always happens. I have a belief in me that this is going to happen, and it happened. And I ended up crashing and feeling so emotional and down and low and depressed and sad and just this awful, just anxious, yicky feeling all over my body the next day and the day after that. And it really threw me off for a few days. I knew that was going to happen. I created that to happen, obviously, but I did stay very mindful and aware the whole time. This has nothing to do with anything that I'm actively focusing on, consciously creating in my life. I'm going to let this pass. I'm not going to worry about it. And then after I came out of it, I had some more chocolate and I tried to experiment to see if I eat the chocolate. And then if I eat, it's healthy chocolate, by the way. And then if I also take some MCT oil, which is fat, obviously, if that could counteract it. And it did, it counteracted it a little bit. So anyway, I always go on these tangents, but I feel like they're helpful, hopefully. Vagal reset is awesome. I have patients do it. I'm a naturopath. Oh, Red Viking, I need a naturopath. That's awesome. Feel free to contact me. Awesome. Red Viking, I just was saying, so only thing is I need somebody who can write prescriptions for my compounding pharmacy and who could also call in lab work for me. But I will reach out to you. Definitely, for sure. But I just don't know I don't know where you are, if you're in the area that I'm in, but I am actively seeking a naturopath. There was one guy I was going to reach out to tomorrow to see. But yeah, I'll reach out to you for sure. Actually, I can't reach out to you. Email me at kim@coreunion.com. Okay. And then we'll see I don't know if you can help me, but I would love it. That would be great. Thank you for telling me, Red Viking Princess, also that I'm appreciated. You're appreciated too. Gee, hey, Kim, do you read Neville? I do. I don't think you're interested in that. No, I am. I hardly hear you talk about him. Oh, I do. I have some videos. It's just that Neville, I learned how to manifest before I learned about Neville. So Neville just talks about things that I already knew before I discovered him. That's all. It just, a lot of the catchphrases that I learned some of it was through reading Neville, but Neville is just one of many, many, many people who understands what manifesting is. And he was a great teacher. But for me, it's not like Neville isn't the end all be all of manifesting, because we've all been manifesting. And I don't know if I missed, I hope you guys have been able to hear me. I think my microphone was just unplugged. Anyway, I knew how to manifest before learning about Neville. So Austin James, hi, have you ever won competitions consciously? Yeah. And what is your favorite money affirmations or visualizations? Well, first, won competitions consciously. I don't like competition at all, but so I don't like competition. I don't like what it does to people. I don't like how it harms people. I don't like how it brings out the worst in some people, but I also don't like how a lot of people fall victim to mentality that they're not worthy or good enough because of competition. So I don't like competition. I don't believe in competition, but at the same token, this is going to sound like almost a contradiction, but it's not. I'm not worried about competition. Like, in other words, I've always felt this way about competition. And when I had my retail store, that environment is cutthroat competitive, but I always pulled myself out of it. And I said, I literally do not have competition, because this is God's business. God doesn't have any competition. So neither do I, because God is handling everything. I'm just the channel. I'm letting God work through me. So I have no competition. So yes, I won every year consecutively without ever asking one person to vote for me, like year after year after year after year. Best furniture, editor's choice furniture, best of Boston furniture, other local, like the most prestigious kind of local awards around things like that for my retail store when I had it. And I just always knew I was going to win. It was just like a knowing, and that there was no competition. And so that's what ended up happening. I just always won. But I don't even have to think of it as winning. It's just whatever. It just was a natural byproduct of my belief system. Also, by the way, it didn't matter that I won. I didn't care that I won. I had literally years and years and years and years of plaques and awards in a giant file cabinet in my back office of my retail business. I never showed them off because they didn't matter. I didn't care. It was just like, oh, cool. Awesome. Yay. Great. I won. Okay. I was just super humble about it. It didn't matter to me. And then an ex of mine found them, and she was just like, what is wrong with you? You should be proud of this. So then she had my employees hang it all up on the wall. And great, I was appreciative of that gesture. It was nice. And it was nice to see them. But at the same token, it really didn't matter, because I never depended or needed to win the awards. And I don't know, it just wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a thing. What is my favorite money affirmation or visualizations? I have a lot of different ones. It depends on the mood that I'm in. I already went through some of them earlier in this video, but a lot of them, I know that I'm more than worthy enough, good enough to have all the money that I want. I love that more and more money keeps flowing in and out of my life consistently. I love that I keep getting more and more large sums of money in my life. I love that money is so easy. I love feeling so secure. I love feeling so rich. I love that I don't have to worry about anything anymore. I love that I keep just getting more and more and more and more every day. Visualizations for me with money. Do I have any really? I just always have an overall feeling that money is easy and that I'm always secure and safe. And if I want something, I get it. And I trust that it's okay and that more money is going to come in. And I always thank money as I spend it. I always thank God as I spend it. I always thank God for giving me more and more. I always thank God for providing for me. So Austin, that's what I do. That's how I manifest money. If like specific things might be different, like, I would end up an hour just talking about specific things that I've done about money. But those are kind of general money affirmations that I say. I just always think that money is easy. I'm secure. I'm safe. Money is easy. I always have more and more coming in. G, guys, please give the video a thumbs up. Oh, G, you're the sweetest. Guys, please listen to G. Give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel. Thank you, G. That's so sweet. Mr. LA Tourist, thank you, Kim. You are a godsend. Oh, thank you, Tom. You're welcome. Keva, hearing you speak about persisting and being disciplined is so, so empowering. It gives me the strength to continue moving through all these illusionary circumstances. Good, Keva. Yay. Keep going. That's good. Oof. Sorry, guys, if I miss you. This keeps jumping on me. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling up. So let's see. Aya wrote, hi. Hey, Aya. TM, aloha. Ohana family just jumped on 1225. Glad to be here. Oh, that's so sweet. So you wrote aloha ohana. So TM wrote aloha to everybody. So sweet. Glad you're here, TM. Empress, question about taking action. Still go with the flow of moving and doing as I please, right? I don't want to just sit. I'm in Augusta with my doggy Duke, listening to jazz and watching Real Housewives. That's good. So taking action, still go with the flow or of moving and doing as I please, right? Yes. Always listen. You always want to take inspired action. Always take action when you're in a good, empowered place. Always just, what do I really want to do right now? What do I feel like doing right now? What do I want to do? What would make me happy to do right now? Do that. Follow your happiness. Don't just sit around. This whole thing that is in the law of assumption community about action's not required, like you don't have to do anything. We're always taking action towards our manifestations. It's just that sometimes we aren't aware that the action that we're taking is related to it. And sometimes we are. I always take action. Like if I'm inspired to do something or say something or call someone or do something or text something or contact this person or that person or buy this or that, I do it. I do it with confidence, knowing that this is all part of a bridge. This is all what I'm supposed to be doing. God is always inspiring me to do something. Take a step, okay? So action is a thing. It's just that it may not look like action related to your, whatever you're manifesting. Relaunching life after 50. Thank you so much for these reminders. You're so lovely and such a gift to this community. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're lovely too. Traxy. Okay, just found your channel a few days ago. Been loving your content and stoked to catch a live. Good. Love how you slam that door on the old story. Amen. I'm building this muscle and getting better at it every day, more and more in every way. I'm getting stronger and stronger every day. I'm learning how to manifest. Every day I wake up and I understand how to manifest more and more. I just suddenly woke up and I know how to manifest everything that I want in my reality. Boom. Use that. It's good. Okay. Got to go back up. Niaz Gill. Much love from Punjabi, India. Much love to you. Ibani, I love you, Kim. Oh, I love you too. Oh, Ebony, I love you too. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Ma Crew, hi, got a question about my SP situation. I'm creating a new story that we are in contact, in relationship, etc. But is in enough to just affirm, live in the end, and not take any action? If you are inspired to take action, you only always take action when it's out of pure love, not out of any kind of control, manipulation, or trying to change anything. You don't change or try to change anyone in your reality. You do not try to control anyone in your reality. You are literally just controlling your own emotions. And if you have the inspiration, that's true inspiration, to take some sort of a step to reach out, do it with love, do it with harmony, do it with union energy, knowing that regardless of what the response is, just trust, just stay in your trust. So it's like you do it, but you don't worry then what happens in the 3D. And this is just with everything, anything and everything. Okay. I hope that helped my crew. Let's see. Richa, hello, Kim. Hey, Richa. Mr. LA Tours, Kim, I'm heading out now, but once again, you're a godsend. Oh, thank you. Have a great Memorial Day to you too, Tom. Gee, oh my God, how lucky are you? Most of us discovered the law through Neville. I'm so happy for you. Thank the Lord for you. Thank you. Yeah. Neville Goddard was a great teacher with manifesting, but manifesting has been around since the beginning of time, because manifesting is just natural. It's just like breathing or, living. If you're living, breathing, thinking, experiencing things, those experiences are all your manifestation. Your whole life is your manifestation. Everything that you're experiencing is your manifestation. The only place where I am like, no, I am not going to subscribe to this, and I don't understand, and I don't need to figure it out either, by the way, is like why some of us have to experience certain things growing up when we were innocent really upsets me. Really, really, really upsets me. And those are the things that I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to allow my mind here to get the best of me. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole of trying to figure this out. But I am not even for once going to think that as a child, anyone manifests horrible things happening. I'm not going to, so how that happens, why that happens, everybody has different beliefs on it. Subscribe to whatever feels good. For me, I don't even think about it. What I do is I deal with whatever emotions that I have going on within me today. Because of it, I handle it that way. And that's it. So true, Kim. I cut out the coffee and sugar after last week. Awesome. And it made such a difference having a clear mind and not affirming from a sugar high, right? It's true. Richa, how to let go of past hurtful instances when manifesting SP. Drop it. Dropping your circumstances and all memories of it means that you just every day you make a choice to wipe the slate clean, literally. Every day you are choosing to wipe the slate clean. Every day I am consciously, intentionally choosing to drop the old story and drop all memories that are around the circumstance. I'm choosing to drop it now. I understand that they are whatever they were, an experience that I previously manifested. I don't want to manifest it anymore. I trust, know, and believe that this relationship is God engineering, and I'm just going to trust in God, and I'm going to trust in my heart and soul, and I'm going to continue just to stay focused on me being the most pure, evolved, loving version of me. And that's it. That's it. Don't worry about any of the old hurtful story. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now, granted, I am not one that I always talk about, for me personally on my channel, I'm all about deep soul connections where you were with somebody and the two of you were in love with each other. You know what I mean? And whatever stuff happened. But I have said very openly before, when it comes to physical abusive stuff, I am not going to be in support of that kind of, I'm just not going to be in support of manifesting somebody back who is abusive. And the reason why is old circumstances can pop up during the middle, and an old circumstance of somebody hanging up on you, or something rude being said or whatever. Okay, we can all handle that, or some sort of like ghosting or blocking, whatever. Now, all that is just temporary, can come and go. But a potential old circumstance of somebody being harmed, out of the question, hard boundary, no way. I won't even, if suddenly like everybody was reaching out to me for coaching and I would make $100,000 a week helping people try to get back, with somebody who was physically abusive, I would not be doing this for work. I would not take even $1 if somebody wanted me to help. I'll help somebody get over the trauma of it, but I will not help with trying to get the person back, because there's too much of a risk of old 3D story coming up through the middle that could harm somebody's life too much. I mean, so no. And I don't care if I'm in the minority with that belief or not. I'm never going to change my mind on that. Okay. So Rich, I'm not saying that your experience had to do with abuse, but that just triggered the thought in me and I had to share it. Serious star people. Hi there. Do you think it's possible to manifest something you've created in the past? I used to have a metaphysical bookshop and garden, like a sanctuary. It was taken from me 20 years ago. So you want to say that you're a wonderful teacher and very inspirational. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, Sirius. So Sirius, do you mean that, okay, I see your other question. I created the space and the longing I feel for the shop is like yearning for a child. It has surprised me to desire this so much. I have been buying books to prepare, but no money. Oh, if you are yearning for it, like you're saying, then it is meant to be. You need to open it back up. You need to open the shop back up. See the shop in wherever your nearest cool kind of city is, where there's like the most shopping. Find a location that is prime, even if it's tiny. Always go for prime location and just go for it. And constantly, this is what I did, constantly see and feel people are literally obsessed with your shop. People are obsessed. They love it. They feel drawn to it. It's a magnetic. Hear people come in and say, oh my God, I love it here so much. I love how this feels. Is this your shop? You did such a good job of this. I love this. See people at their homes in the morning, on their phone, on Facebook, on your social media, liking all of your posts. Hear people telling each other, we need to go check this out. Can we please go here this weekend? I've been wanting to go here. I've been wanting to check this out. Literally all day, all night. And you will literally open up the store. It will be a huge success. It will be a huge success. And to build up your social media, just see that you have like 100,000, you have 100,000 people liking your posts. Doesn't matter if you only end up with 1,000 or 2,000, doesn't matter. I have 100,000 people liking all my posts. I used to post for my retail store. I literally would just post a picture of a chair or a sofa, boom. And I would literally just post sometimes and put a heart or love. And just that post alone, while other retailers were like being so complicated. Oh my God, what should I say? What should I say? Oh, I need to try to get people to react. I need to try to get people to like me. I get to try to get. Oh, I need. I was just like, boom, yeah, love this. This looks sexy. This will make you look sexy. This, you're gonna love this, whatever it was. Or it might just be like, I'm so obsessed with this. Oh my God. Those were my posts. And my posts would bring in like tens of thousands of dollars worth of sales. And it's just so, I want you to go with that kind of mentality that everybody loves your shop, whatever it's called, be obsessive with it. Like it's got a cult following. Okay. Do that. And then come back after a few months of it opened and tell us how amazingly successful it is. Okay. You got this. If it's a burning desire, then God wants that. God wants that open through you. Okay. It's God's business, not yours. So I won't affirm at all now when I'm feeling anxious or low. I focus on getting back to 100% first, and then I affirm from a calm, relaxed place. Good. That's excellent. You're doing amazing. Emerald May, when you say do the inner work, what do you mean? I love your videos. All of the things that I talk about in the videos are the inner work. So inner work is first implementing the new understanding and knowing that you are your self-concept, you are divine, you are powerfully created. God makes no mistakes. So your creation is perfect and you are magnificent and perfect exactly how you are. You are a powerful creator. You're really not a creator. You're technically just selecting. That's all. But we're going to say creator. You're a powerful creator in your life. You know that you are worthy more than good enough of having everything that you want. You obviously thank God for everything, be appreciative of everything. Then this is all part of the inner work I do every morning. Then go within and say all of the affirmations for yourself, of how lovable, adorable, worthy, cherishable, beautiful, perfect that you are, how loved you are, how valued you are, how magnetic you are, how powerful you are in your love, in your perfect love. See yourself being stronger and stronger every single day. Bring in the different people who are involved in the different manifestations that you're focusing on. Bring them in and have inner conversations with them. Say things to them like, when I had my retail business and if somebody was giving me a hard time, I would literally bring them in and just thank them Thank you for, sometimes it wasn't thank you. Sometimes it was more like totally different energy. But, I just say, thank you so much for taking care of me. Thank you so much for supporting me in my business. Thank you for, I would say the business's name. Thank you so much for approving that. Thank you so much for all of this. Thank you so much for all of that, whatever it was. And then I would hear them say something like, no problem. Like, we love your store. We love your business. You're amazing. Whatever it was, I would have these inner conversations. That's part of the inner work that I do, Emerald, in the morning. And then I stay on a mental diet, super strict all throughout the day. And I also just constantly am affirming on anything and everything as thoughts come in my mind. If I suddenly, like if I end this live soon, which I do have to end the live soon because I need to do some things. And if, like, say the thought of money comes up in my mind, awesome. I love that I keep having more and more money. If the thought of my business, my clientele, my practice comes to my mind, awesome. I love it. My practice is booming. My clients all have amazing results. Everybody's shifting. Everybody's manifesting. Everybody's getting amazing results. Everybody's leveling up. Things with my mom. I love it. She's so healthy, strong. She just keeps getting younger and younger. She just keeps getting healthier and healthier, stronger and stronger. Loving life. Everything in her life is harmonious and good. Things like that. Obviously, I have affirmations that I do around my other half, but those are private. So, serious star people, I created the space. Oh, okay. I already talked about that. You'll have all of the support that you need. You don't need the money. I had nothing. You don't need the money. The money will come to you. Everything you need will come to you. All the resources will come to you if you just stay in the end of how amazing and successful it'll be and just trust. Okay, guys, I feel like I've been on for a while now. Phoenix, why can't I feel gratitude deeply? I want to be grateful, but that feeling just doesn't come to me. Okay. If you're having a hard time feeling grateful, try to take a few deep breaths, get quiet. I like to do it in the morning. Lay there when you first get up. You're intending to feel, you are going to set the intention, I'm doing this to feel grateful. And I love that I keep feeling more and more grateful. I love that I can feel more and more grateful. Every day I keep feeling more and more grateful. Start to say affirmations like that. At first, you may feel nothing, but that's how you will start to get into that. When you affirm for it, then you will manifest the feelings that come along with being grateful. That's how this all works. But another thing that you can do is focus on your heart center. What I used to do when I was having like little hard times here and there with my business, and if I was having a hard time with self-love or gratitude or something, I would like, okay, who do I love? This would have been years and years ago. Who do I love in my life, or what do I love so much in my life that it is going to give me an instant feeling of gratitude in my heart? And for me, it was my dog. It was Felix, and then it was Bella. So I would, no matter what I was affirming for, if I had to drum up that feeling of love, even I did this to even get into self-love. For a little while in my life, when I was going through a lot, I was having a very hard time with myself, feeling worthy of love, feeling good enough and feeling worthy. And I was under this, illusion of the wounds that my dad kind of instilled in me, which I've forgiven him. And I know that he loved me. I know I was his princess. But anyway, I would just focus on my heart, and I would bring in my little Bella and my Felix, and because I love them so much. And that's how I would start to get that good feeling of love in me. And then I would just be like, oh my God, like I am so freaking lucky. Like I have an amazing roof over my head. I have a comfortable bed. I have a shower. I have food in my belly. I have, just start to literally, Phoenix, just start to pay attention to all of the things that you have in your life that you take for granted. Oh, awesome. I actually woke up today. I can literally see, which means I can look at beautiful art, which means I can look at beautiful nature, which means I can look at the sky, which means I can look at beautiful people, which means I can look at, television shows that I love. I can hear, which means I can listen to somebody laugh. I can listen to the voice of somebody that I love. I can listen to music. I can listen to birds. I can listen to TV shows. I can listen to whatever, right? I can think, my mind is working. Like I can walk, my legs are working. I can talk, I can breathe. Like these things. You're already a miracle. You already have so many things to be grateful for the moment that you wake up. Okay. I hope that helps. I hope that makes you feel better. I feel a hot flash coming on again, guys. If it's a hot flash, it could be again my thyroid. So is my Red Viking Goddess on still? Red Viking Goddess, email me because I need to ask you some questions. I think basically what I think has happened with my thyroid, I was praying and meditating, focusing on healing my thyroid. And then I got these test results back. And at first I thought it was worse for my thyroid. But then after further investigation, from what it looks like is my body is now going into hyperthyroidism. And I shouldn't be taking my thyroid medication anymore, which suggests that I may have successfully healed my thyroid condition, which would be amazing if that's the case. And I'll be doing a video on it if so, but I just need a naturopath. So Red Viking Goddess, if you're still on, please email me because I need to know if these are hot flashes or if it's just the hyperthyroidism. Tariq, Vec, Clark, you ever have God or your heart tell you to create something that you think you might not be ready, but you feel you actually are just afraid? If you are thinking of it and you want it, then you are ready. You're already designed and built. You're created. We're all already our manifestation. In our core, we are already the person that has that love. In our core, we're already the person that has that successful business or this amount of money or whatever the case is. That's who we truly are in our core. And then our egos are telling us otherwise. So the fear that holds us back and the ego that holds us back, this is, you're not ready for this, you're going to fail. That's not truly you, but you are already ready, or you wouldn't even have the desire for it. God never gives you anything unless you are prepared. You are already prepared for it, and you will have challenges. Maybe you might. That's the whole point. You don't worry about the challenges. Challenges are just circumstances. They're just not a big deal. You treat all challenges as no biggie, even if it's really big. And I went through major circumstances that were like, seemed really big. And I was just like, you know what, to me, this feels like a disaster. This feels like a massive mountain. To God, it is tinier than a grain of dust. To God, it's like, God is just like, oh, done. Just trust me. Trust me. Keep yourself focused on what it is that I want you to have. Keep yourself focused on that. And then get out of my way. Don't try to control things. Just get out of my way, step out of the way. Let me keep giving you the inspiration of what I want you to do next. But I'm going to be handling everything for you. I'm going to be shifting and changing everything. And if you try to step in and control it, or if you keep focusing on not having it, then I'm just going to be seeing that as like, you don't trust me. You're trying to control it. So I'm going to say, here, you can have it then. I'm out. That's kind of, you know, if that's kind of like a way of thinking about it. Okay. So like the divine is qualifying you for the event. You are already divine, and the divine has already, you were created for the event, and you were only desiring the event because the event existed before you did. All time is already happened. We only have the now. Time is an illusion. All creation is done. So the version of you that has whatever it is that you want exists now. Be on the timeline of it by trusting it. The version of you that doesn't have it exists now. Don't believe it and be on the timeline of that. At any given point, learn that you can have it and you can shift right over. So you can have infinite timelines of infinite ends, of infinite versions of whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. And wherever your dominant thinking is, you'll be on that timeline more often. But the truth is, throughout the day, even in the matter of the time that I just said this, we all just jumped who knows how many millions of little timelines, but we can't see it. I recently saw something, somebody wrote something like, how do I quantum leap? You're constantly quantum leaping. We just quantum leap, boom, 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 boom. Every millisecond we're quantum leaping, but it doesn't seem different because linear time feels very real, and we are conditioned to believe solid 3D reality, and we couldn't have suddenly, like, I would really mess myself up, and life would be very chaotic if we didn't have this illusion of linear time in the solid, slower paced physical reality. Imagine if, like, suddenly, like, I felt like, I'm trying to manifest something. um, Say I want to manifest, which I love my home. This is just an example. Say I want to manifest that I live somewhere else, or that I have a home. Like, okay, I want a second place. I would love to have a tiny little place in Italy. I would love to be able to go to Rome or Italy, like, without having to worry about finding a place, right? Or I'd love to have a little place I'd love to have little places all over the place. Like, that would be awesome, right? So let's pretend, like, for a second, that I really wanted to be in my place in Rome right now. It would be chaotic if suddenly I woke up and I was in Rome. Like, it would just be, we wouldn't be able to handle that. We would go crazy. Serious Star people, that was what it was like, but it is the same shop in my hometown. It's my old shop. I'm yearning for it. It was very popular. Everything you've said. Good. You can, so you can either have that shop back, that it's yours, or you can just start a new one. But if you want the shop back as yours, focus on it, and something will happen and it will become yours. Been there, done that, like with so many things, trust me. Jonathan, been falling asleep to your latest SP meditation every night, hoping I shift within soon to bring in my end. Yeah, your end is already unfolding. You're in the middle of it. So just also check your email, because I responded to you, by the way. Traxy, okay, guys, I only have like another minute because I can hear the dogs want to come out of their room now. And I wanted to do things today. Traxy, just curious, what would you do to manifest health from being chronically ill after trying everything else? God is pure harmony, health, and abundance. So I don't understand illness other than it being unresolved trauma or trapped emotions, etc., and possibly programmed limiting beliefs. What are your thoughts? Okay, yes, perfect. I have manifested healing myself with different things, and I still have different things. I still have situations. I literally don't give it. I try not to give the problems with my health much thought, and I try to instead just focus on, oh, that feels so much better. I feel so much better. I feel healed. Oh, I'm so happy that, like, with my thyroid, I'm so happy that my thyroid's working now. I'm so happy that I have so much energy. I'm so happy that I can see that I'm getting stronger and stronger, healthier and healthier. I had injured my shoulder. I had a tear. I actually tore my rotator cuff, and doctors are telling me this and that and this and that. And then years later, I got a problem, nerve impingement in my other shoulder. Long story short, I healed both of them. I don't even think I haven't got an MRI to check, but I have complete full mobility back in the shoulder that the MRI showed a tear. I don't believe it's torn anymore because I have complete free movement, mobility. It does not hurt anymore. And same thing, I did the same thing by healing my shoulder. So whatever the ailment is, focus on that it's healed. Don't think so much, how did it happen? Why do I have it? Why is it still here? Then your focus and energy is on the wrong thing. It's on what you don't want. Okay. H, yo, H. This is clearly our thing, right? Emerald May, thank you. You're welcome. John M, damn, I've missed a lot. It's okay. It's okay. Traxy, John wrote to Traxy, sup. So obviously you guys know each other. This is so funny. Fritz, why am I becoming so slow and clumsy every passing day? No matter how much I try, time flies by. Something comes up and I lose a lot of time. How to correct it? So always affirm for the opposite of what you don't like. So if you don't like being clumsy, something about that is just making me want to laugh. And I've had things where I've gotten clumsy too. And it's usually like brain fog caused from something with my thyroid or something I ate. So I love how steady I am. I love how strong and steady I am. I love every day I keep getting stronger and stronger. I love how steady I am. Picture yourself being strong and steady. Picture yourself feeling healthy. Picture yourself talking to somebody and them saying, oh, it's so awesome. You seem so much steady now. Like have those kinds of inner conversations. No matter how much I try, time flies by, something comes up and I lose a lot of time, how to correct it. So try to do what I just said. Try to do everything that you're saying you don't like. Write down a couple sentences that are literally the polar opposite of that. And obviously, without saying, thank God for making it all happen for you. Pray to God, right? John M., eat a Brazil nut a day. I do. It has selenium in it. Thank you, but I do. I think I reversed my thyroid problem because my recent blood work is actually showing a result that indicates hyperthyroidism. So I've probably healed my thyroid and I shouldn't be taking my thyroid medication anymore. I think my thyroid medication now is part of the problem, but I'm definitely not going to stop taking it without consulting a naturopath first, which is where Red Viking Goddess comes in. Anyway, thank you, John, for suggesting that. But you are so good because that is so right. Traxy, ooh, I bet you regulated your thyroid and won't need that medication. I think I did. Yeah, would love to hear what you did to focus on healing your thyroid. I was just like, oh, I'm so happy that everything is good. I'm so happy that my thyroid is good. I'm so happy that I have more and more energy. I'm so happy I don't need medication anymore. I'm so happy that I keep losing more and more weight. I'm so happy that I feel so strong and regulated, physically active, all that stuff. Okay. Todd, you were created for the event. Mind blown. That statement hit with massive love from me. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm happy that was a good one. I'm glad that you liked it. That was good. Vec, thanks, sis. Much love back to you. Christina, hey everyone. I'm very late to the party. Yeah, you are. Sorry, I have a pretty wild health healing story related to undiagnosable autoimmune. Too long to tell here, but the takeaway for me was don't get discouraged if this looks, sorry, your question's getting cut off. Hold on, I'll go back. Don't get discouraged if things look worse at first. Yeah, good job, Suri. Suri, take your own advice with that, with your stuff with your SP, right? Did you guys see the post this morning? I'm gonna say the post this morning and then I'm gonna go. But the post this morning was, sorry, see if I can get this. Okay. This was actually, Suri, you actually inspired this morning's post when you wrote what you wrote, that sometimes you feel like you're sabotaging yourself, basically, in short. And I wrote, stay in love, not in fear. So guys, just listen to this, okay? When it comes to your specific person, just stay in love, not in fear. When part of you wants to give up, just remind yourself, I trust myself. I trust love. Love is safe. I trust, insert your other half, your twin soul, your twin flame, your soulmate, insert their name. I trust them. They trust me. We are now together. We are safe, happy, secure. This love is God engineered. It is perfect. Okay. So guys, try that. Give the video a thumbs up because it helps the channel. And I love you guys. I have to go. Any last questions before I go? I'll take one more question. Let me arrow down and see. I apologize if I missed somebody. So John M., what could be a good affirmation for seeing yourself as competent instead of incompetent? I love that I'm so competent now. I love that I'm so strong. I love that everybody sees my worth and value. I love that I see my worth and value. I love that I'm so highly skilled. I'm highly intelligent. I'm highly appreciated. I'm highly valued. I'm highly valued. I get everything that I want done very easily and quickly. I am such a powerful, powerful man, I'm assuming, right? So try that. I love how strong and competent I am. I love that I could start to get into stuff that I probably can't say on the live because I when I get into it, I'll start swearing and stuff. It's 111, guys. It's 111. Luna asked Red Viking Princess, do you have a website? Luna, I don't know where Red Viking Princess went. Anyway, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. One more question and I gotta go. One more question. John is laughing. Glad I made you laugh, John. Loop and mix. These sessions could easily be paid ones. I know I'm going to probably do a membership soon. I know I still have to do group coaching. I've been busy with my regular schedule. I'm like, when do I do it? But Traxie, rad. This live was great. Good. Thank you. I love you guys. I love you. I am going to leave now because I need to go on with my day. I've already missed a lot of it. The love and the live was good, Traxie. Okay, guys. Kisses. I will talk to you guys very soon. And I always cut off when I say goodbye. So I'm just going to say bye. I'm going to send a kiss. Mwah. And then I'm going to take my time and shut this off. So hopefully you guys actually